Here, and I'm so glad that you decided to tune in. If it's your first time, welcome. If it's not your first time, welcome back, guys. So today we are talking about a few products. A few weeks ago, I was a part of a discussion where we were talking about embracing your blackness, your skin, your hair, and I was sharing on the meeting about some of the products I use and would recommend for shampooing, conditioning, or just deep treating in general. Because I've gotten feedback and quite a few persons have asked about the products, about seeing them, about what they do, etc. So I thought, let's make a video. So enjoy. Alright guys, so let's get into the thick of things. So a bit of a backstory. So I do have natural hair and I've been natural for about 6 years now. Yes. And definitely things that are important to me aren't so much hair typing as hair porosity. And porosity means obviously just the way your hair is able to retain moisture, retain water. So obviously one of the important things about your hair is not just maintenance, but its ability to retain moisture, because that helps your hair to be vibrant, that keeps your hair from drying out. So definitely hair porosity is important for me, and just for information purposes, I have high porosity, which is a struggle, but that's not what this video is about today. I'm happy about it, but it's a struggle nevertheless. All right, so I was sharing some of the products. So I'm going to start with my early journey. When I just cut my hair, one of the products I was using, and this is as it was growing back, because I cut my hair down to like an inch, literally. But when I had just started, I was using Creme of Nature, and this was the Argan oil line, which is the red bottle with the yellow gold writing on it. I'll try to find a photo and just insert it because I don't have the products anymore. I love that line. The mixture, it wasn't too thick, but it was a consistency between being thick and runny, and it had this yellowish goldish color to it. It was very fragrant, so it smelled quite high, but it was okay. By the time you washed it out of your hair, you were fine. But that was an amazing line. It gave me lots of moisture. It made my hair manageable. I love the hair mask that always made my hair very wavy from time to time. So that is definitely a line I would recommend. And they have everything in the line. So I've had the shampoo, I've had the conditioner, I've had the hair mask, I've had the leave-in conditioner, I've had the oils, and I really like that line because they had everything in there. So I would recommend that to you, and the only reason why I moved on from it is because I wanted to try other products, which is half of our dilemma in life. You know, we're not content, okay? Discontentment is why we don't have money, because we keep spending it on other products. But I moved on from that, and then I went into using a few other lines. So one line I use is Taliah Waajid, hoping I'm pronouncing that correctly. Taliah Waajid, I use the Earth line, and I had the pre-poo, the shampoo, and the conditioner. Now the pre-poo was this minty looking, because it had peppermint in it, this minty looking color. The shampoo was black, and then the conditioner was like a lime green color. That line wasn't necessarily my favorite, just because it didn't necessarily work with my hair, but I will say I did enjoy the conditioner. I used it with water in a spray bottle as a leave-in conditioner, and it helped in terms of detangling and just adding back some moisture to my hair. But it wasn't my favorite line, so I probably had that in my bathroom stored up for a long while, not really using it. So in terms of your hair needs two things. It needs moisture and it needs protein. And they both play critical roles, but they're totally different. And one of my issues is that I focus a lot on protein. So having dry hair, which is generally black hair, generally dry hair. So having that and then using protein was not always the best combination, especially once I wasn't adding moisture. And I focus heavily on protein, and my hair just keep getting drier and drier and brittle, and I'm like, what is going on? Like, what is wrong? Why is my hair so dry? because I'm just focusing on strengthening it and not on adding moisture to it. And so therefore I had a bit of a protein overload, so my hair was breaking. And then I finally caught myself, got some sense, and realized I needed to add more moisture. So a lot of the products that I'm using now is finding that balance between protein and moisture, which is very important. Now, because I have high porosity here, that means moisture enters easily, moisture leaves easily, and I have to be able to control that to be able to have my hair looking vibrant, luscious, but also still being quite strong and healthy. A lot of our misconception with black hair is that it's dry, it's hard to manage, it's rough, it's tough, it's steel wool. Like, if I had $1 for the amount of times that people say black hair is like steel wool, I mean, I won't be like filthy rich, but I'll be up there, you know, scraping the surface of the people who have money. But the thing is, the reason our hair is so dry is because it doesn't have moisture. And my favorite comparison or analogy is that of your skin. If your skin is dry and you scratch it, it leaves white marks. But once you add moisture, like a lotion or an oil to your skin, then you scratch it again and there are no marks. It's similar. If your hair doesn't have moisture, it will not be manageable, which means it won't be as easier to comb because there's a lot of friction, opposed to if it's moisturized, lubricated, then it becomes easier to manage, you know? All right, so we're getting into the products now because I've been talking for a little bit. And I have a few products in front of me. And these are all the things I have right now. Yes, I will admit that I became a bit of a product junkie. But that doesn't mean that I don't do my research. That doesn't mean I'm not buying products that I don't use. Everything I have, I've used them at one point. After a certain point of buying and trying stuff, I really stop and I try to use up what I have. I will, however, give a special shout out to the Shea Moisture Black Jamaican Castor Oil line. I got that from Amazon. I used it. I'll share the link down below. That was really great. That was something else I used in my hair journey. I had the shampoo, conditioner, and the leave-in conditioner, and it lasted for about a 6 months period or so, just based on how often I wash my hair. It lasted a really long time and I really enjoyed it. But I have since moved on. So in front of me, in terms of the products I have here, I have Hask, I have Aphogee, Cream of Nature, Tea Tree, Taliah, Waajid, and Creme. All right. So it's always important that if you're getting a line, it's always best to get the shampoo and the conditioner but we'll start with the argan oil for the Hask. Now Hask, I just went into my local beauty supply and I was just looking around, you know, reading about the products, seeing what they do, etc. And I came upon the brand Hask and I was like, let me try this. It seems to be good. I like the components that it has, the ingredients, and I think it might be beneficial. So I ended up buying Hask. And so this is the Hask in the argan oil and this is the Hask in the Keratin. So these are the brands I use. Now, I buy shampoo and I buy conditioner, but conditioner tends to go faster than shampoo because obviously you shampoo your hair not as often, maybe 4 times a month, if that much, but you may use conditioner a bit more often. So I would say Hask is very good. Like, people do this, so I want to do it too. Like, consistency. So this is the consistency of it. Yeah. It's not too creamy. It's like somewhere between being creamy and being runny. All right, so I'd recommend this, and this helps with repair. So repairing the hair, argan oil definitely helps while adding moisture. Again, as I mentioned before, I'm just gonna rub this in my hair because my hair has to wash anyways. All right, so as I mentioned before, one of my biggest things when it comes to my hair is focusing on strengthening it, repairing it, protein. So a lot of my products are geared towards that, and then I try to rebalance it with moisture. And then obviously the Keratin line is adding keratin back into the hair. So this helps to condition, smoothen, strengthen, renew. So I may use one part of the line and then the other part of the line, but I found the Hask to be very nice. And I actually started out using Hask, using their deep conditioning packs. and then I moved on to the bigger bottles. From there, I would definitely recommend Aphogee. And when I say use Aphogee, I'm not talking about the 1-2 step Aphogee. I've never used that with my natural hair. I remember using it with my perm hair. The Aphogee products that I've used with my natural hair would be the green tea shampoo, which is this one. So it's a keratin green tea shampoo, helps to smoothen, replenish, and it's sulfate free, and it's a pH optimizer and all this good stuff. So I use the Aphogee keratin and green tea, and I also use a 2-minute reconstructor. Now guys, ladies, gents, everybody, when I tell you that this 2-minute reconstructor is the bomb, believe me. I think this is my favorite product from Aphogee. Now, of course, I've used the keratin and green tea, and I will say it cleans my hair very well. Like, my hair feels very squeaky clean. Not dry, but it feels squeaky clean. So I know when I use that it cleans my hair very good. So I would definitely recommend that. But I'm telling you, this 2-minute reconstructor is live. Now, of course, you know, as you condition your hair, you know, you're thinking, oh, I just put it in, leave it in for like 3-5 minutes, you take it out. And that is fine, because that's generally what most of the bottles have on them. But y'all know we don't be doing that. Y'all know we not be doing that in those streets. So I would put this on. Sometimes I would deep condition for the day. I would deep condition overnight, because we're trying to get all that we can from this product. Is that always the safest thing, to deep condition through the night? No.
Highly would not recommend.
It's not always the safest thing, depending on if you sweat in your head and you can get fungus and all these different things, which are legit and you should consider it. So deep treat in the day preferably, but definitely I leave it in for more than 2 minutes. But this has been really good to me, and I use it with my Hask. So you remember the same brand as before. So this is the Hask Argan oil, and it is the repairing deep conditioner. So I generally use the Hask, and I use the Aphogee 2-step reconstructor. I use them together, and if I don't have one or the other, then I will use the Acai berry and keratin deep conditioner. Oh my god, this is another conditioner that is so good. I don't actually have the conditioner right now because it finished. This is the shampoo, but I am telling you, this from Creme of Nature, along with a 2-minute reconstructor, these two are bomb. I use these two together, and let me tell you, my hair will be manageable for days at a time.
Out here embracing my beauty, dry well, not my hair.
So these two I love to use together. You can use them separate, and that's okay. But I like to mix my deep conditioners. Like, I've made some concoctions. I've made some concoctions in the past that you wouldn't believe, and it's turned out good. My hair hasn't dropped off, so win-win, win-win. Now, just gonna say, it's always important to deep condition your hair. I know you're shampooing and you might use like regular conditioner, but deep conditioning to me is better than regular conditioning. You can just tie your hair with a bag, a plastic bag. If you don't have plastic bag, then you can use a shower cap. But anything plasticky works really good, and then you can always wrap your hair with a warm towel, or if you have a portable hair steamer, any of these things work. But deep conditioning matters, because you're giving yourself time to penetrate the shaft, and deep conditioners again tend to have more ingredients, more benefits than just sometimes a regular conditioner. So I definitely believe in deep conditioning. How often you should deep condition really depends on you as the person, so it may vary. I deep condition every time I wash my hair, and then I may do a core wash. I used to do that in the early stages of my hair. I don't do it so much now, but you can do core washes in the week, which is just re-wetting your hair and adding conditioner to it. You can rinse it out. What I normally do is, if I wash my hair, I'll do a deep conditioner, and then throughout the week or even the upcoming week, then I would just use water with one of my conditioners or leave-in conditioner to revitalize, re-moisturize my hair. I don't always wet it. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. So it just depends on how you're feeling and what you want to do. honestly. Time I use it because the knots disappear. My hair would literally just undo itself. So this, no lie, honest. I've probably tried it. If it's edible, I've probably tried it. Is it Acai?
I think so.
It penetrates the hair scalp. The shampoo, sorry about the writing, it's an old product.
Just don't forget to like, drop a comment, and subscribe. I'll see you soon. Bye.